State police just arrested an augmented teenager who kicked the door of a police car. I believe in keeping the peace, but it's not right to beat the crap out of a petty vandal, whether he's augmented or not.
2 mobsters in the morgue right now, members of the same family, who apparently shot each other. That leads to some pretty horrifying speculation.
Yeah.
Things were quiet in the red light district last night. I hope, with the city on alert, that the criminal underground has the sense to lay low for a while.
Somewhere in this city, there's a mob-owned casino in the sewer. Now I've heard everything.
Imagine you're Lieutenant.
Is that the guy from the, you know, clinic down below? Could be. Nope.
Somewhere in this city, there's a mob-owned casino in the sewer.
2 guys sharing the same story. So did I get another thing in neuropazine from her? Like, did the game actually acknowledge it? No idea. But I am now on 9, which I could sell for a fair chunk of cash, but I'm not going to. And this conversation is a little different.
Hey, how's it going? Do you have the scan?
Yeah, it's right here.
You're a lifesaver, Adam. Seriously, Miller was in a foul mood when he left here. I don't need to give him another excuse to chew me out.
He left. Where'd he go?
Didn't ask, didn't think he wanted me to know. Did those state police jerks give you any grief?
They didn't seem to be in a talkative mood, so I left them alone.
See? Without my expert advice, you might be dead right now, Adam. A stitch in time saves 9.
So what's on the scan?
Oh, that. I have no idea.
What? You told me you found something big.
I didn't say I knew what it was, Adam. I said it was something that could blow this case wide open. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not buying this whole Ark did it angle. I believe what the
Alright, there we go. Huh. Keeping hot bits of the old aesthetic.
Still believe what Sim told them.
Alright, let's go chat to the other one now.
You didn't get held up at a checkpoint or something, did you? I'm inside the clinic waiting for you.
Sorry, Alex. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Hope you're not losing sight of what's important here. Sorry, this place just brings back memories. Don't take too long.
I'm trying to keep my cover as, you know, a fucking Interpol agent.
Oh, hello.
Alright. Could have just tried to break the door, but that would not. That wouldn't work too well. Four. Very different walking limb clinic than the rest I've seen. Yeah, completely different. That's bizarre.
Glad you could make it. Any trouble getting away?
Miller's been giving me some leeway, but not much. I did survive a terror attack.
You and me both. God, sometimes I really hate this city. It used to welcome people like us, go out of its way to entice Augs to live here. This clinic was built because Prague saw us as its future. Now, look at it.
Times change, Alex.
I know, trust me, even got the scars to prove it.
We've been working together for a few months now. Still don't know much about you.
What, you trolling for my secrets now?
Just the good ones. How did you join the Juggernaut Collective?
Well, they got me out of a tough spot. Before the incident, I was working for Bell Tower flying VIPs around Panama, and I stumbled into something big. Something very important people didn't want anyone to know about. So, they ordered Bell Tower to kill me.
Janus warned you? Got you out?
A friend of Janus's, someone in the collective who used to work for Bell Tower too. You don't mess with these people, Adam. Not by yourself. I learned that the hard way.
You're a valuable asset. The Collective could have sent you anywhere. Why Prague?
You really need to ask? Ever since the incident, paranoia and racism are eating this city alive. The whole world's watching just to see how Prague handles its AUG problem.
Didn't realize the entire Collective was pro-AUG.
Not everyone is. But we all know our real enemies need chaos to operate in. Play the right chord, pull the right string, and Prague has plenty of that.
You said we got something?
Yeah, listen to this.
A little heads up would have been nice.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on ARC.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at Life, and Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send me the reports if you want me to prove it, because ARC don't operate in North America.
They're setting up ARC, Adam. They sent you into that ambush in Dubai, and now they want to pin everything on the Augmented Rights Coalition. I told you Miller was dirty.
He's going on because he's been pressured by whoever is above him. But he was clearly trying to, you know, fight them.
Sounds to me like Miller's following orders. It also sounds like he's not happy about it.
Alright, whatever. Maybe he's just a stooge. You can't say the same about the man he's talking to.
His boss, Joseph Manderley.
Director of TF-29 operations worldwide. The only person at Interpol higher than him is the General Secretariat.
He's the guy from Deus Ex 1, I think.
We need to play this smart, Alex. Think about what we heard. What was that bit about VersaLife?
You mean the break-in that never happened? Yeah, I started digging into that right after I decrypted the conversation.
What'd you find?
Like I said, man, it's the break-in that never happened. VersaLife is one of the biggest pharma companies on the planet. The only one still manufacturing neuropozyne. If it got broken into, it would have been big news.
So why are they saying it did? VersaLife doesn't produce just neuropozyne. They've got a huge research and development division.
Yeah? So? What does that have to do with ARC? Why frame them for break-in?
They want them to look like terrorists. I guess it depends on what they'll say was stolen. See what the Collective can dig up. If this really is a conspiracy, that break-in will be the threat to pull on.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish my investigation. Find out who really bombed the station. I'll let you know when I turn up.
Same here. Good luck, Adam.
Miller, we still going to Gollum City?
You are. Meet me at Kopecki's puppet shop. Your pilot's en route. I'll brief you there.
Copy that.
Modern Business Review editorial. Corporatocracy is not a dirty word. Anti-capital radicals will cite the passing of the Corporate Sovereignty Act of 2017 in the United States. The establishment of pro-corporate institutions such as Pal State Property Bank is established 2017. Policy change that allows large corporations to sit on the UN Security Council 2021. Ensures signs that the world is no longer run by sovereign governments, but by multinational conglomerates. And what is wrong with that? Corporate power should be thought of as a mode of political power, because ultimately the corporations are the people, represent the people's interests in their best interest. The corporation's mandate includes economic growth, expansion, and development, all desirable and necessary goals for well-being of human society. And arguably, history has shown that they are much more successful at this than most governments. Oh God, that's retarded. Maybe they are, who knows, maybe the latter point's true, but being ruled by a corporation is, no, that's gonna be shit. That's gonna be shit. Corporation is different to a country, and should remain so. Okay, yeah, this looks like no limb cleaning I've ever seen. obviously this is, you know, what's left of it, but structure is, you know, very different. It just doesn't look like a limb clinic. Like all limb clinics in between Detroit and Hong Kong, or sorry, it wasn't Hong Kong, Hengsha, were
Nothing.
Don't do that in public.
Can I turn hostile? No. What was it? Hengsha. Yeah, the limb clinics between like Detroit and Hengsha all looked identical. So
Yeah, well.
yeah, it's just odd to see one looking like that. Huh. Can't throw it while I'm in here.
Other unique and patented features. Area. Up.
That's an interesting code. There it is again.
Designated off-only location. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the Og incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunction caused. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the
Damn it.
world, and many of the protests
So just looking at the small spot on the screen is after hurting my eyes. Just trying to like loot these. I know, it's just hurting my eyes.
Just take time off. I know that, but there's got to be another way. Another doctor she can see. Try telling him that. I'm just afraid he's going to go behind my back and do it anyway.
Got to hear a little bit of it, but I couldn't quite make it out.
Problems?
Nothing I can't handle. We're just waiting on chicane.
So tell me about this new lead then. The Intellicam footage.
State police dropped it off this morning, badly corrupted. But Cheng worked his magic and managed to recover some images. They show an org in a yellow hoodie, dropping bags where each bomb went off.
You ran facial recognition? Got an ID?
Couldn't see his face. But the bags are the same ones used by Talus Rucker and his aid workers in the Utilet complex.
That's a stretch.
3
Seems too
bombings in
convenient.
Prague in 6 months, Jensen. All of them after the leader of ARC took up residence in that ghetto. Rucker needs to answer for these attacks. Here's chicane now.
Seems way too convenient.
I late? Are you too early?
You're right on time. Agent Jensen was just agreeing that we need to bring Rucker in.
Quick snatch and grab. Should be easy enough.
So we've already decided he's guilty?
We just need to talk to him on our terms, not when he's surrounded by fanatics. Getting into Gollum isn't the problem. Reaching Rucker is. Ark territory is fiercely defended. No one sets foot in there.
Not even the state police?
They can't.
Rucker wasn't forced into Gollum City. He bought his way in.
Blackmailed would be more apt. He threatened to go public with evidence of a humanitarian crisis, one that the United Nations Security Council had swept under the rug.
Got them to force the Czech government to hand over part of the Utelek complex to him. A little bit of hush real estate, so to speak.
He stays quiet and guarantees safety for himself and his followers. Smart. So how do I get in?
I've made a deal with an Ark prospect named Tibor Sokol. Promised to get his family out of the complex, so long as he gets you past Ark's checkpoints.
You trust him?
We have to. It's that or nothing. Sokol will meet you at an apartment in the housing district. Number 237. Any questions?
You ask me. Rucker sounds more like a savvy politician than a terrorist.
These days, the lines tend to be blurred.
But Rucker was a highly respected doctor, with no military training. What am I missing here?
Rucker is a man of deeply held convictions, with an unshakable belief in his own righteousness. Doesn't take much to push a man like that to terrorism.
Man's a zealot.
He's a suspect. Just bring him in.
You really believe Ark is responsible for these attacks? For all of them?
Ark has had the means, motive, and opportunity every time.
Even Dubai? Rucker and the Coalition are still confined to Gollum City. They have a heavy police presence keeping an eye on them.
Gollum isn't a concentration camp.
It is.
Grease the right palms. You can get the papers you need to come and go.
I find that hard to believe.
So get me the evidence to prove otherwise. Get to tell us, Rucker, and bring him in, Agent.
Let's get this over with.
Let me know when you've got Rucker.
Goddamn, Jensen. Every time I look at you, I can't believe the amount of jewelry you've got on. Tell me, how's that aftermarket shit working out for you?
Never better. Maybe you should reconsider. What with that limp?
No. I like my limp. Keeps me honest. You ready to light out?
You're my only backup on this one. Before we leave, I'd like to know you've actually got my back.
Trust me. I flew 10 years in the SAAF and 5 in the private sector moving corporate heads. And in all that time, I've never lost a fare.
How many years with TF-29?
2, which is a year and a half longer than you from what I understand. So you want to keep talking resumes, waste more of our time? Or will you trust me to get the job done?
No, I didn't realize it was a mutually exclusive deal.
Still have some things I need to take care of before we leave.
Alright. Go on then, get your shit sorted. I'll be here, waiting.
Come back to that now. there really no door? Oh, here it is. I'm annoyed if that was since that was mutually exclusive.
Daylight's wasting, boy. In case you haven't noticed. You good to go yet?
Let's try this again. I just wanted to see the other choice. Because I wanted to do both.
Miller, we still going to Gollum City?
You are. Meet me at Kopecki's puppet shop. Your pilot's en route. I'll brief you there.
Copy that.
Better be getting hazard pay.
Please, hell. I don't care enough about the stuff down below.
Look, I gotta go. I'll call you later.
Problems?
Nothing I can't handle. We're just waiting on chicane.
Am I late? Are you too early?
You're right on time.
Okay, do it. And this. And that. Attitude.
Chicane, you get along like this with everyone on the task force, or are you just going out of your way for me?
I got a speech, Jensen. Just one. Got it memorized, too. So I'd suggest you do the same. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm not your pal. I'm not your buddy. Don't try calling me sport or partner. Definitely not fucking bro. I'm your pilot, plain and simple. You want to talk about the mission? Fine. You want to get cozy? You can forget it. Remember all that, and we'll get along just fine.
Not yet.
Still have some things I need to take care of.
Alright then. Really contained hostility. That smashable vent over there is got me wondering. Oh, there's this over here.